Hey yo, Reloading Magazines here. This is Big Country with Big Country Survival. Antifa, whatever, is talking about November the 4th. Supposedly, some stuff's going on, right? They're talking about a revolution, an uprising, if you were. Personally, I don't think it's going to amount to a hill of beans. I really don't. However, being of a prepared mindset, figured I'd get around and do a little, discussion on the topic. Things that I'm doing. First off, I don't think it's going to amount to anything. I think that if they're going to do anything, they're going to show up and they're going to cry and moan and complain about how Donald Trump is the devil and he's a fascist and all of this other junk that is just a load of hogwash. And, they don't know what a fascist really is and all of this. But, there's just a bunch of pansies that need to move out of their mom and dad's basement. That being said, I am, on sort of a high alert, you could say. A little more so than usual. Now, I don't plan on really going out November the 4th. Not that I'm afraid of Antifa, especially not in my area. I'm not really worried about them. But I'm probably going to get some stuff done around the farm. Maybe do a little hunting. Things like that. So I'm not, trying to avoid them I'm not trying to avoid them out of fear. Just loading up magazines. Right now, from where I went shooting over the weekend. And so now the magazines that I had loaded with me, I gave them a little bit of a rest and gonna load them back up. 7.62 by 39 hollow point. For those of you that were wondering, I have a mixture of the Tulamo, Brown Bear, WPA. I just get whatever's cheap because my gun will burn it. But I'm not really worried about Antifa. I'm not. They are such a minority. Really, they are. And the media blows them out of proportion like they're just this huge thing and this big threat. That being said, I'm not taking any chances. I would say also, if they are planning on starting violence, they're really, really freaking stupid. Because you know what's going to happen. Now, this is if November the 4th is actually the day they're planning on doing this. Here's what's going to happen. Everybody is going to be on edge. Guys out there with all this, training and gear and these, militia types, your oath keepers and things like that. Zert maybe even be involved, I don't know. Your oath keepers and things like that are going to be out, or they're going to be ready for word to come that violence has erupted. Your police are going to be there in force, I fear. Well, not fear, but I feel. Your police will be there in force, and any violence would be quelled rather quickly. If they were, the thing that doesn't really concern me, the thing that concerns me, sorta, kinda, is the possibility of something going down November 5th or 6th. Because people are ready for the 5th, and then, big surprise, Antifa made all these threats and nothing happened. And then something happens. The 5th or the 6th, when everyone's calmed down, people have gone about their, going back to their normal, everyday lives. That is a possibility. Do I think it's a very probable possibility? No. So, like I said, I'm not worried. I'm going to keep my ear to the ground, keep my head on a swivel like I generally do. Like we as preppers and survivalists and, everyone else, American patriots, as we do, keep our ear to the ground, keep our eyes peeled, head on a swivel. They don't look right, don't smell right, it probably ain't right. Okay? So I'm probably not gonna even go out that day, just because I don't really want to go out. Not really that I'm worried about anything particular. And I'm not gonna go look for trouble either. If I got word that, violence had erupted and all of this other stuff, okay, I would probably, it would depend on the situation. I would have to read the feel of it. But no, I'm just planning on staying here, back at the hills, drinking my coffee, getting a little work done on the property. Maybe go spend a little time in the woods, do some hunting, take the dog for a walk, I'm not really worried. It's going to be a kind of a everyday Saturday for me. I'm just going to kind of go about my business. Ooh, something else. Something I wanted to show you. Where'd the box go? There it is. Brown Bear, 7.62 by 39, 125 grain bimetal soft point bullet. I got me some of this stuff. It's a lot easier to get it in the gun, or in the magazine, than it is to get it out. Soft point for an AK. I never knew they made such a thing. And I was just kind of trying out some different ammunition. I was looking around online. I found this stuff on Sportsman's Guide for like $5 a box, and it's actually got more. It's a higher grain than most of what I normally shoot, which is 122 grain. Um, it's actually pretty good stuff. I shot a box of it this past Saturday. So yeah, I'd go check this out. I mean, it's cheap. You know, it's steel casing like most AK ammo is. Um, you know, it's cheap, but it'll do the job. And so, anyway, I'm not worried about antifa. I'm not. I'm keeping my head on a swivel like I always do. And I think y'all should too. If you live in a major population center, okay, maybe there would be a little more to be concerned with. You know, I try and avoid major population centers in general. That's just me. That's just how I am. I don't like crowds, people. I don't like, you know, being around a lot of people. I love people, just not them in large numbers. Don't really care for that. But you know what? I don't think a fight's coming. But if it does, act accordingly. I would say, to all you would-be warriors, if violence does erupt, don't go to it. You know, you don't want to create a bigger situation. You know, because then the cops got to try and figure out, are you a friendly? Are you not? Are you a threat to him? And you might wind up getting shot by a police officer trying to do good, right? You're trying to, you know, stop this stuff, but just let the police officers, God bless them, let the police officers do their job. You know, if it is an apparent thing that they can't, you know, that something has happened, okay, then you just got to feel that out. But all you would-be warriors, I know, just let the police do their job. Don't get yourself caught in the crossfire. Again, I don't think anything's going to happen. They're just a bunch of, you know, little pansies, college kids that are still living in mommy and daddy's basement. Most of them probably never picked up a gun. Like, they don't know jack squat. But on the off chance that I'm wrong, keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe out there. This is Big Country with Big Country Survival. God bless.